Hi everyone, I'm Aru from Arubakes, and today I am answering the question that pretty much every adult faces: what to make for dinner. And tonight we are making this beautiful crispy chicken burger with fries. So let's get straight into it. To make our crispy chicken burgers, let's start off by marinating the chicken. I have got some skinless, boneless chicken thighs here that I'm using. You can use chicken breast, but I just prefer the thighs because they're just so much juicier and more delicious. Just take a fork and poke some holes in each of the thighs just so that all of that marinade can really get in there. Set the chicken aside and get yourself another large bowl. Into this, crack open 2 eggs. Season this with a pinch of salt, a heavy pinch of salt, and then a little bit of pepper, some paprika powder, and we're going in with some sriracha. You can do hot sauce, you can do sriracha, just to bring in that extra bit of... Okay, that is refusing to come out. As I was saying, you can do hot sauce, you can do sriracha, just to add in kind of that tang and that spice that we're going for in this crispy chicken sandwich burger. Give that a quick whisk, just to combine everything. Now I've salted this pretty heavily because this is all the seasoning that's going into the chicken. So be quite generous with the salt. And then I'm just gonna add the chicken straight in here and nicely toss it in that to really coat everything in all of that deliciousness. Just dunk it in all of this deliciousness, cover this with some cling film, and then this goes in the fridge for about an hour to marinate. Ideally, I would like to do this overnight so that all of that flavor really gets in there. You can do this and then forget about it until you're ready to cook the next day. But I'm just gonna pop this in the fridge just for an hour. While our chicken is marinating, let's cut up the potatoes for the fries. Now I've peeled these, I've just kept them submerged in some water so that they don't get all yellow and gross. I want to serve up some decently thin fries with this burger. So I'm gonna cut this up into thin strips, kind of like that. And for the fries, I'm just gonna dunk it in some cold water and let it sit in the cold water. It's just gonna sit here until we're ready to fry this. That is the best way to get nice crispy potato fries. So our chicken is in the fridge, our potatoes are submerged in water. We've got 2 sauces to make for this crispy chicken burger. One is a spicy honey sriracha sauce that we are going to drench the chicken in, and the other is the burger sauce that's gonna go on top, which is a little bit more creamy and it's gonna just balance everything out perfectly. So let's get straight to that. The first sauce that we are gonna make for this is the burger sauce. So we're using some mayo. Add in a couple of very large teaspoons of mayo, maybe 3 spoons of mayo into a bowl. To this, we are going in with a squirt of just American mustard. That's about a teaspoon of mustard. Some sweet chili sauce, about 2 teaspoons. And I've got some finely chopped up cornichons here. You can do cornichons, gherkins, capers, any of those work well because you want that tang and that crunch to go into this. And then I'm adding a little bit of the liquid from the cornichons in here as well. And then just stir this to combine. It's so easy. This makes the yummiest burger sauce. Give it a quick taste. Yum. Okay, it's sweet, it's tangy, it's crunchy, it's creamy. It is perfect. Just pop this in the fridge and keep until you're ready to use this as well. To make the sauce that we are going to drench the chicken in, just get a pot going on a medium to low heat. Into this, we're going in with some butter. Let the butter just slowly start to melt. While your butter is melting, I am going to add in some honey. So this is a bit of a sweet and spicy sauce that we are making. And then we're gonna go in with some sriracha. That brings in the spice, the tang, that kind of like mouthfeel that keeps you wanting more and licking your lips. Give that a stir, let that all kind of melt and come together. And then season this with a couple more teaspoons of chili flakes just to bring in that punch, and some parsley for a bit of freshness. And then just stir that all together over a low heat. Give that a quick taste. Delicious. And then just turn the heat off and leave this be. We'll fry the chicken and then dunk it in this beautiful sauce. Okay guys, the absolute last little bit of prep left to do is the flour to drench our chicken thighs in. So I've got some plain flour here. To this, I am adding in some corn flour just to help you get that extra crispiness. And then let's season this. So a good pinch of salt. Then I'm going in with some garlic powder, a little bit of chili flakes just to bring in a little bit of extra heat, and a little bit of paprika just to bring in a little bit of sweet, smoky heat to this, and some dried parsley. And then just give this a mix just to combine everything, just to make sure everything is very well distributed so that when you coat your chicken, it gets coated in all of this deliciousness. Perfect. And now we are ready to fry up this chicken. So the chicken has been sitting in the fridge for about an hour now while we got everything else prepped. So let's fry this up. Go in with some vegetable oil into your pot and get that heating. Ideally, you want this to kind of cover about a little bit less than half the pot so that there's enough space for the chicken to fully immerse in the oil and fry up. While the oil is heating, I am just going to give this a quick mix again just to make sure everything is very well coated. Now I am only actually going to fry up one piece of chicken now because we are having people over for dinner later, and I will fry that up then so that everyone gets hot chicken burgers. Strain off a bit of that excess egg and really coat everything in that flour. Make sure everything is beautifully coated. And you want kind of these little bits like this with extra bits of flour. So that's where you get those crispy bits on your fried chicken. To check if the oil is ready, just take a little bit and pop it in. And if it starts bubbling like that, the oil is ready. Reduce the heat a little because you want this chicken to cook through without burning. And then very, very carefully pop the chicken in. Ooh, look at that. Bubbling and beautiful. This has been frying now for about 4 minutes. I'm just going to very, very, very carefully turn this over. It is looking good, you guys, so good. Reduce the heat down to almost low because you want it to cook through and you don't want this to burn. You just want it to be beautifully golden in color. This is looking nice, golden and beautiful now. So let's take this out of the heat. Strain off all of the excess oil and then pop this on that mesh to drain out any excess oil that's kind of left on that. Okay, so if you are unsure about, oh, is my chicken cooked through, use one of these thermometers, stick it kind of in the middle, and if it's above 71, 72 degrees Celsius, which it is, it's like 85 now, your chicken is cooked through. Okay, so let's get the potatoes going. Get yourself a large plate and a lot of kitchen towel. You can use a clean napkin as well if you like, but I find it easier just to use some kitchen towel. And we're going to rinse off the potatoes now. Strain out all of the water and then lay out the potato matchsticks on your kitchen towel. We want to get these as dry as possible, so spread it out as much as you can. And then pat it down with some more kitchen towel just until you know that it's quite dry. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna spread it out a little bit more so that it dries up a lot better rather than piling it on top of each other and hoping it will dry. Just make sure there's no residual moisture, and let's go in with the potatoes carefully. Whew, more carefully than me for sure. Okay, so the potatoes have cooked kind of halfway. I'm going to strain out the oil, put them aside, and then refry them. That is the way to get the really crispy, crunchy fries that we're after. So while that's resting, just fry up your second batch of potatoes. Make sure not to overcrowd the pan so that it gets a chance to kind of fry up nicely. Okay, while the potatoes are frying and our chicken is still hot, I'm gonna dunk it in the sauce. Okay, so this is our honey sriracha sauce that we made earlier. So you flip it over so that the whole thing is nicely coated in all that deliciousness. Take your second batch of potatoes out and we'll put the first batch back in. Increase the heat just a little bit because we want these to now get nice and golden and crispy, and then pop that back in. Our potatoes are beautifully golden. They're crispy. Yum. Okay, let's season these up. Just hit it with a pinch of salt, a little bit of paprika just to kind of tie in all of the flavors that we've already added to our burger. Then give this a toss. Try not to spill it everywhere. Okay, toss it like this if you can. Delicious. Yum. Let's assemble our burger, you guys. I sliced and toasted up the bun cut side down. To this, add in a little bit of that burger sauce that we made earlier. Then go in with some lettuce, couple of tomatoes, and then we go in with this beautiful piece of chicken that we made earlier. And then we pop a little bit more of the burger sauce on the top bun. This is to bring in a little bit of creaminess, a little bit of acidity to this delicious, spicy, crispy chicken. Oh, look at how juicy that chicken is. Oh my God, you guys. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my God. It is incredible. Oh my God. I think this is my new favorite thing to eat. It's spicy, it's sweet, the chicken is perfectly cooked. Oh my gosh. Try this out at home. It is easy to make, I promise you, and it is delicious. And these fries. You know what would be really good with this? A crispy Diet Coke. Oh my God. Yum. Try this out at home, you guys, and subscribe to Arubakes for more so that you don't miss out on any of these. Thanks for watching. Bye.